So you can appreciate here that the skin is much thinner, the epidermis is thinner, and here's the stratum corneum, a much looser outer layer, not very thick. The staining here is pretty intense, so it's hard to see on mine, hopefully on yours. We'll go the different layers here. So again, the basal cell layer, mostly stratum spinosum, and you've got the granular layers, this thick granular layer up here. And I think it's a good illustration of the epidermal pegs coming down. And then the dermal papilla is this whole area here, okay? It's coming up. But then you've got a minor peg. Sorry, I'm not very good at pointing. Right here, the epidermis, the secondary peg. Now, when you look at your slides, you can really tell, a little harder here, if we look at the dermis, I think you can see you've got the thin papillary area of the dermis. We don't have a lot of horizontal elastin, which I believe this is stained. The elastin is what's shown here. So we've got strong, larger bundles of elastin that's horizontal in the reticular dermis, and then the papillary dermis you'll find are more vertical. And remember that type 3 collagen is in the papillary dermis and type 1 is in the reticular dermis. Okay, so I'm going to go to higher power. We're going to try and find melanocytes, which I can see already, but it'll be a lot more time. You can see them dot. Like, see, there's a clear cell here, that one, probably this one, and then along here, there's a couple of clear cells. So we're going to go to higher power and take a look. Okay, so let me get, I think you can see here is the basal cell layer. It's hard to know that there's a basement membrane underneath these cells. But here are two melanocytes, and here's another clear cell here, and there's another clear cell here. So that's the irony. These are the cells that provide the color in your skin, but they are clear in your sections. And so you can, when you move along on your own, you'll be able to see these cells. Okay, I'm going to see if there's a better sweat gland morphology here. Ah, much better. Okay, well, we've got different things going on here. This is a part of the hair follicle. We'll see that in the next slide, too. You can see sebaceous gland, part of the sebaceous gland here. Technology challenge. So that's these very clear, large cells, almost look like fat cells, but these are surrounded by epithelium, the basal cell layer, and then they differentiate into sebaceous glands that you can see. And that is always associated with a hair follicle, which is over here, this part. the keratinized hair. You're just seeing a cross-section of that. Now this is just a little bit of a sweat gland just underneath it. So, okay, much better morphology than we had last time. So here, it's not a very well organized, they call this a single cell layer, but in the diagram I showed you, the dark cells and the light cells are pretty loosely organized. The dark cell nuclei might be more central toward the lumen, and then depending on the staining, the clear cell